Another episode with Let's Saying Creations. Don't be scared. It's going to be easy. How to create buttonholes. Let's go. Some people, I swear. All right. So, getting ready to do a buttonhole for my pockets. Whenever I do buttonholes, I always take a tester piece and make and try it out. This is not the weight or whatever I'm going to use, but I just need to do a tester. And I always do a tester because not only the size of the button could be the problem, but also the depth. Depth could be the problem. So I always test it out. So make sure it smoothly goes through the hole without tugging and pulling. So I double check that. And I have 2 pockets I need to put buttonholes on. So first I'm going to actually fold them in half because I want it at the top half. I put a heavier weight interfacing up here. I want it at the top in half. And I use a pen. Pen is easiest to kind of mark it because I don't want a whole bunch of markings on here because I'm just like that. So I want it halfway, and then I'm going to do halfway in the middle. How about that? Of the top. And you just kind of mark it.
Try and stay away from my scissors.
This is going to be a rough one, y'all. But anyway, back. So I halved it in the middle, and I halved it the distance right here. I just folded in half. So, and I said I'm doing a video. So, he hasn't talked. He's just watching. 2 cents. That's what I get. 2 cents. All right. So I'll do both of them the same way. Mark it the same way. Do it the halfway mark. Now, because I want to make sure the button ends up in the right location, I am going to actually mark where I'm going to have to start. So I literally I'm going to tip you down, lay the button down in the middle, because this is a little different for each one you do, and it's easier to kind of do it this way. So I'm laying the button down literally in the middle. So middle of the button, I'm putting it the middle of the float, middle of this width, and middle of the top part. Then I'm going to mark. Even though I'm doing a video, I have grandchildren here. They're going to make noise, so I apologize. I'm going to do it both times.
I see you.
I'm going to make another mark.
Nelly! What are you doing?
Trying to do a video, and everybody keep on talking to me.
Did you build that hallway yourself for me? Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be fine. So I marked the beginning of the buttonhole. So I set up. It's not, I may move it. Hold on. It's not the best spot. They fine. They were fine until you came in. They weren't. They were fine. You came in talking. All right. So I changed the position. Hopefully that's better. You may not be able to see. So I have a. Here. All right, I have a zipper foot just like this. It's a 1-hole zipper foot. It deals multiple sizes, I will place a button. So whatever size button you're using, place it into this. It goes like that. It's pretty simple. This is where it will hook to the machine, and I've already placed it here. I have more than one, of course. You know, you got to have more than one foot because you never know. So my machine's pretty easy. It's electric. I have a Singer stylus too. I only use it because of the one buttonhole, and I used to do all my main sewing on it, but I no longer do that because I have a Juki. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. But anyway, so now you got to make sure you set it up correctly, because I made the mark down here for the beginning of my buttonhole. I have to place it this way. Now, if I happen to make the mark here, I want to turn it, because what happens is the press foot actually goes to that marking point and then goes back and then tacks. Then they'll start to actually start the buttonhole. It's just the way mine is set up. But turn it. You don't need the pin in it where it is. You turn it, and there is, okay, I'll show you one other thing before I get started. There is also a notch, or not a colored marking on most press foots. That's the beginning mark. So if you line up your needle right there at that point, it'll actually go ahead and sew. Otherwise, it'll do something different, but it still sew the buttonhole, and you'll see what I mean. I'm gonna lift. It may be a little wobbly. Thank God I just got press a foot, but it may be a little wobbly, so I apologize. So, but I will secure you so you can see. I don't know if you can see good. If you can, you can't. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Tell me if the lighting's good. Okay. Oh, make sure you pull your lever down. I have a lever right here that I have to pull down. And mine always stops in a downward position. That's because I put the downward button on. I'll wind it up a little bit, lift it, and we have a completed buttonhole, and it's centered where I want it to be. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the other one because you see how quickly that happens. So we're gonna go ahead and get the other one out the way. Also, to watch how you line up your buttonhole with on your machine. So I use different things on my whatchamacallit to kind of do this. Okay, there is a straight line going here where I actually added this piece, and that's only because I wanted the look, not necessarily because I had to. So I always use the side of my presser foot as a guide to making sure it's straight. Find a point that you want it to be straight, whether it's the top of your pocket or some kind of detail that you put in. And the reason why is if you don't do that, instead of this pocket, this buttonhole being straight in between the location, it'll actually be askew, like at an angle, unless you are looking for that. Okay. Once you're done, I just usually put everything back in its place. Of course, there is different settings for each machine. All done. So now I will go to, I'm going to wait to finish the sewing because these pockets will be going onto a, sorry y'all, I'm trying to get it where it stands for itself. I'm going to get these pockets actually onto a pair of cargo pants that I'm doing. But I'm not ready to switch my serger to do the finishing touches on the cargo pants. So I'm going to actually end up doing that a little bit later. So I just wanted to show you really quickly how you can put a buttonhole in for anything that you're making. You may have a slight rough time getting adjusted to it, but as long as you, especially on pockets that you're putting, putting the buttonhole on, is actually much easier. The same kind of concept works when you're putting it on shirts. I'm sorry, shirts and stuff, and I'll show you that if you're interested. Make sure you drop your comments below. I hope this was a very helpful tip for you to know how to put buttonholes in. They're very easy, especially when you have a single buttonhole machine. It just takes out the work. You don't have to buy an expensive one. Just buy one that works for you. Because I used to work on buttonhole, doing it where I actually had to change it out. So this is a wonderful thing. So I hope this was helpful for you, and I was able to inspire you to work on putting buttons onto your next garment that you make. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the invites. They're going to be around for the rest of the weekend, so you may catch them again. So y'all have a wonderful day. Make sure you drop your comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as I drop gems and information in reference to sewing. I love to do what I do. I do it every day, pretty much every day, mostly every day. So y'all have a good one. Check you all the next time. Leslie of Leslie Creations out. Of course, you can check me out on my other social media channels, but don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a good one.